Hello and welcome back to the table for another episode of Finding a Torio weekly TTRPG focused podcast, where this week 3 friends are together, gathered in the studio a little bit earlier than normal.
There's more caffeine, though.
There is a bevy of caffeine on this table. If we were on video, you would think we were sponsored by a certain energy drink company, and we are not.
Maybe we could be.
I keep checking, and we're not. Welcome back in. Let's say good morning, everybody. A little bit early, a little bit on brand today. At the table, I have Tori.
What up?
I have Arcadia.
Hey, y'all.
And I have a sneaking suspicion that Jess is somewhere in the world adjacent to Carmen Sandiego.
There we go. I was waiting for it. Yeah.
Do you know what came across my little feed last night? Was the doo-wop intro song.
For
The
Carmen
acapella,
Yes.
the acapella one.
Yes, and
Yep.
they would just bebop and doo-wop the whole thing, and the ponytails and the suits were just so. It was a weird time back then. We didn't really know it at the time, but it was something else. Anyway, we are gathered today for an episode to do something that we love doing. We're going to do another VTM beginner's guide to
You guys
clans.
all seem to like it. We want to keep giving it out there.
We're getting the feedback. People are loving it. And today I get the episode off to learn more about 2 different clans. I will let you both introduce your clan, and then I will do a very fake roll-off. There's benefits to not having video. And decide who's going first. So, Tori, what clan have you researched to bring to the table today?
The Ministry.
The Ministry. And then, Arcadia, you would talk to us about?
Lasombra.
Okay. And then I'm going to, dice rolling motions, dice rolling results. And it's very clear from the dice roll that happened that I'd like to hear about the Ministry if we could first.
Okay.
You can't click-clack math rocks if they don't click-clack.
It's the power of radio, baby. That is awesome. Okay.
I mean, don't have a soundboard. But
I have pictures in my mind of all the people that were in the radio studios back in the 50s.
Oh, yeah, with the, like
making the sound effects.
with the different
or with the
things.
shoes.
Right, absolutely. That's great. Okay,
That's awesome.
So tell us a little bit about Ministry, why you chose them, and what are we getting into with this clan?
Well, okay, so the one thing that I saw was that you don't have to be born into this clan to be a part of this clan. You can join. You
don't
So
have to be embraced into the
Nope.
clan.
More like a club then.
Interesting.
They like
Which
saying
is
cult.
fair because it doesn't really, it's not really like traditional clan name either.
No, it is the Ministry.
Right.
They are from the Setites.
Okay.
So instead of Cain, Set.
Yep.
Different lineage.
Right. Well, or
Yeah.
the same lineage. It's basically bucks against Abrahamic religion.
Right. Yes. It's Egyptian
Period.
lore.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
It's like, no.
And why the formation of, how did we get the Ministry?
Oh, they had the Setites. Mm-hmm. So those are, it's like an Egyptian, basically.
And the Setites are a clan.
Yeah. Yes, they are. But it was there's either the rebranding or it was actually a split.
Ah, okay. And what do you subscribe to there? What do you...
Oh, they like subversive shit.
Okay.
Like that is their deal. That's how they preach, is they corrupt. Like that's the one thing, it's transgression is their big bad, which makes it like, and they have to, it's their compulsion. It's transgression.
Like they are compelled to transgress.
They have to. But here was the one thing, you can make yourself do it.
Okay.
You can transgress to...
For your own...
You can do it to buck the... But you have to do something against your own tenets. So
Otherwise, you are compelled to, even though you can
make
do
somebody
it from
else do it.
Okay, gotcha.
So some of the clan, like the nicknames are the Clan of the Faith, Setites, Followers of Set, Typhonus, Serpents, the Clan of Lies, Liberators, Judasians,
Okay.
clan of lies, corruptors, tempters, vipers.
Okay, and this is we're in cult situation at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anti-establishment.
Well, they tried though.
Okay.
They tried to be more establishment, but then Camarilla said, hey, no, never mind.
Okay.
Invitation rescinded.
So they
in fact,
tried
we're going to bomb a hotel, and they blame the Banu Hakim, who are there, because the Banu Hakim got in,
Right.
and we didn't.
Yeah, in the newest versions and the
Banu
most
Hakim-
modern
yep.
knights, the Banu Hakim have been able to start integrating with the Camarilla, and the Setites and the Ministry
Did
have
not.
not. Yeah.
In fact, the ministry is firmly Anarch.
Okay.
So that was the thing, but they tied it to a real world happening with
Event.
the
Yeah.
bombing of Paris in 2015.
It's one of the things I love about VTM
they were
world.
Right.
yeah, by the way, we think this is their fault, and fuck them and fuck everybody else.
Exactly. Yeah. Like the fall of Sparta. And that whole. Yep.
So with some of the other things, they're part of the 13. They're a playable clan.
Right.
Yeah, Cole has just recently created a character that is a Setite, a part of the Ministry,
Right, which is
which is same but not same, because to your point, you don't have to be
you don't have to be
Setite clan to be Ministry.
Right. You don't have to be.
I'm trying to think of an example of another organization that does that, but I get what you're saying.
Scientology. I was thinking about this.
Well,
I don't know enough about Scientology to
I know enough to be the more you do, the higher up in there you get.
right, but I was, and I get that association. I was probably going more towards that Setite versus Ministry, where you don't have to be one.
No, you don't have to be the other one for the other.
So, from my understanding, the Ministry is more of a hey, it's the modern era. We're not gonna brand ourselves as ancient Egyptian god followers.
I mean, you're changing names.
That was the
That's
rebranding you were
It was the
talking about.
rebranding.
Yeah.
It was, but they do have a tendency to have little temples
Okay.
or shrines in all of the cities.
Okay.
So the ministry is a little bit more hodgepodge than anybody else.
Okay.
Because they love getting kindred to transgress. It's also one of the clans that probably has a better idea of what's in the clan before they're embraced.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. To the idea that you're walking around being
Come to the dark
Right.
side.
Right. So
This is all the cool shit we can do. All right, you're part of us.
and in the whole time the political message is anti Camarilla,
They're rebels.
Okay.
Not as much as a different brand of rebel than the Bruja,
Right.
but you can be a Bruja and part of the ministry.
Right.
So when in Arcadia mentioned Cole rolling up this character when we were doing character creation together, one of the powers, and I know that I'm stealing probably a little.
No, you're fine, dude.
Next page thunder there is they do the beast change to a serpent form.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty wild.
That's how they can bail. Mm-hmm. They also, I think it's in the Anarch book. They have, I think it's Eyes of the Serpent, which they can do the whole thing that Ka did in Jungle Book, basically. But the minute their concentration breaks, they're going to be kind of pissed at you. So.
Sure.
So in a way, they're almost a religious alternative to the Camarilla.
Yeah, but they're
a
religious
they're a political institution
they're
as well.
religious to an idea, not a god.
Right.
In
So-
a movement, they're actively recruiting.
Well,
they're trying to grow. They're out
They're
there.
actively recruiting in the fact that they're like, nope, keep doing that better, and you can come be part of us.
And so it's through this spread of corruption
Yep.
and this anytime that I can make you act against your ethos and your
Yep.
ideals, then I'm doing the spread of corruption, which is
Right,
the religious.
which is how
business.
we get you in.
Sounds like Sith Lords trying to convert.
I mean, well, and here's the
there's a
hold
whole
on, wait. They hear the voice of Set in the blood. Like, so some of them say they can actually hear Set talking to them to do bad shit.
Okay.
Now, so then, like, I was looking it up really briefly. Do the more ancient Setite members of the ministry sort of have like a bias against non-Setite members of the ministry? I mean, they don't have it in the blood. They don't have,
What I mean,
because like when you're embraced,
but once
you get
again,
certain
it's more of an
characteristics.
idea.
Right?
Right.
I'm just thinking about hearing the voice of Set.
yeah. Well,
type of
and
thing.
you could do that's where the split is, where it's like the Setites and
Sure.
the folks who are like, okay,
We can
take you to the dark side.
Assimilate everybody.
Yeah.
Right. Very, very interesting. Talk to us a little bit about, once again, so this beginner Vampire the Masquerade player is looking at clans. This seems like it's ripe with all sorts of bennies and fun details. What am I getting into with this from a coterie
the
difficulty?
Bane?
Oh, the Banes are good. Okay.
they're cold-blooded, so they can't even pull the blush of life shit out.
Right.
Wow.
Like, no, they're dead.
Gone. Do they
They don't look like they're like. I mean, they're not decaying. They're not looking like the Nosferatu, but
Do they carry any reptilian features normally, or is it just
no,
that
it's just
transform?
it's
Okay.
just the transformation, and they can do some other stuff because they have protean.
Okay.
The disciplines are protean, obfuscate, and presence,
Sure.
which I mean, the snake.
To me.
Yeah, type thing. Yeah. Their bane is pretty wicked, though. It could be a problem. They have the cold-blooded and the abhors the light,
Okay.
which means sun damage is super nasty, but they can get fried by really bright lights that are not natural.
Gotcha.
Oh.
So you
they're going to
spotlight
need-
this motherfucker, he's gonna.
Which kind of
That sorta
leads you
sucks.
to needing a certain type of haven.
Yup.
Okay.
It's like when they can be like rebels. Movie. I thought this was great. It was movie executives,
Oh, wow.
drug dealers, pimps,
But not actors because they don't
Wait,
need that
wait,
spotlight
wait.
on them.
self-help gurus,
Spreading corruption and falsehoods, yeah?
Yeah.
and therapists.
Ooh. Well, we'll leave that there for you.
Also, Set and Solar were brothers of Malkov.
Okay.
So
Give me more there.
It
Drown
just,
me in
it,
the
like,
lore.
honestly, that was about it. Is they were up, like, that was how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not doing the Cain thing. It's through Set, but that takes a whole different timeline then.
So what I'm hearing from a playability standpoint here is that you've got the almost zealous anti-establishmentarian that's got ties to the ancient
Yep.
snake blood magic.
Yep.
Okay, that's appealing as hell right there.
But their antediluvian was Set. It's part of the 13. Mm-hmm. They this was good. I love this quote. They fraternize with sin so others need not.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
interesting. So they're
I will do all the
saving
bad
you.
shit so you don't have to.
I
Oh, that's
like
that's
that.
the biggest. Yeah.
I will do all the bad shit so you guys can.
The sinful martyr. I
Yeah,
absolutely
they're
love it.
like they are firmly like in now modern day knights. They're firmly anarchs because they were independents
Right.
before everything. Because they were like, no, we're part of this church.
Right.
Everybody else was like, you don't have to be a part of a church, and they're like, but that's what we do.
Well, I think it's that same thing that sort of kept the Banu Hakim out for a really long time is that they stayed to the older traditions.
Right.
When everybody else moved to the Masquerade and modern, quote unquote, modern, probably Renaissance era, traditions, a couple of the clans were like, no,
No.
we're keeping the old ways.
And also, if you're going to make it your edict to spread corruption, you need a pool of people. Like, it's tough to stay on the sidelines if your modus operandi is influence, corrupt, and push our agenda forward. You've got to get in somewhere. And the Camarilla said, nay.
Yeah.
So very, very cool. That is that's one that I didn't know that we would get to, was the ministry. I'm really glad that we did too.
It would be a good NPC because it would be that guy that you know is shady as shit, but can get you everything.
Lots of access, lots of resources there.
I think I'd have a lot of fun, like, okay, scratch that. Tori as a chaos gremlin or goblin or whoever.
Called out on air.
But I think it could be a lot of fun to play that character in the group because you could add that element of you know, listen to me and go over this way.
Subtle
and
influence of corruption. Yeah, you could just lace it in through the story. Very, very cool stuff on the ministry. We're going to take a quick break here on Finding a Tori. We're going to come right back, and I believe that Arcadia is on the hook for a little bit of Lasombra fun in our second segment. Stick with us, and thank you for listening.
When you sit down at the table, open the books, and spill out the dice, you're looking for an epic adventure. Tabletop role-playing is more popular than ever, and every day new players join our great hobby. My name is Steve Kellums, and I'm the host of the Epic Adventure Podcast. I'm just a fan with a radio voice, but joining me on this quest will be Mike Howlett, the co-founder of Oddfish Games, a great independent game company, and Christina Stiso, a PhD student studying game-based learning. Together, we will discuss all things tabletop gaming, from character creation to world building to setting and pacing. We will give you tips and tricks to make your games, well, epic. Like and subscribe to the Epic Adventure Podcast today.
This episode of Finding a Tori is brought to you by Wordleaf Media. The Finding a Tori podcast is looking for guests for our upcoming episodes. Are you or someone you know passionate about the TTRPG community and have a story to share? If so, contact us on our socials or reach out at wordleafmedia.com/findingatoria. And now back to your program. Welcome back from the break here on Finding a Tori. We are in the middle of another Vampire the Masquerade Beginner's Guide to Clans segment. I love doing these. I get jealous when I have to moderate, but it was my turn. So we just heard Tori bring in the ministry, this group of Setites and modern knights who deal in corruption influence. And we're coming back from the break, and Arcadia's This is one I talked about this just a bit in the Hakata episode. I mispronounced a lot of these names. Don't forgive me. Hold me to task. I like this clan. I like this clan because some of the similarities to the clan that I played before, and I just think they do it a little bit better. Arcadia's going to tell us about Clan Lasbombra. Go ahead.
All right. I agree with you. I know what you're referencing. And as I'm researching Lasombra, I'm like, why aren't we playing this more often?
There's a lot of that through all of these. I think I should play one of these. And so, every
time I research one of these clans, I come to the table like, we need to play this guy. But the Lasombra are a clan that I think at a first glance, a lot of people would be like, well, how is that different than the Ventrue? They are people who want to lead, who play power politics, who move in all of those same ways that you would expect like a Ventrue prince to move. So I guess the big thing to put out there at the very beginning is the differentiator between Lasombra and Ventrue.
Interested to hear this.
There was a really good juxtaposition made, and it was the Ventrue believe they rule because they have a right to rule. They are the old aristocratic belief of like divinely inherited right. Lasombra believe that he who proves themselves strong enough to rule has the right to rule. So anyone can be king, provided that person can
take the throne.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you deserve to lose it if we get it.
Right. And that's and that is the big thing is like, if someone took it, well, then you deserved to lose it. You were not strong enough
the
to hold
justification.
it.
This is your fault, not mine.
Right.
Right.
And so you have this, they're still doing all of the power politics. They're still going to be in those similar roles, you know, the CEOs and the
organizational structure is still there.
Yes. But they don't believe in, well, I was born into this, so I deserve it. It is, you will learn how to fight and defend and hold it. And so they're very ruthless. You don't have a right to hold that.
Right. Lots
you
of
have to
infighting.
hold it.
Yeah.
And so a lot of their clan dynamic is pushing people to fail.
Right.
And pushing people past their capabilities and you know, this sort of how I think it got described was ruthless meritocracy.
Right.
And that if a failure happens, it is simply a learning opportunity, and you get stronger, or someone who is stronger
Then you
than you takes control.
And complacency and laxness.
don't do that.
And
That's how you got the job. Don't do that.
Right.
entitlement is out the window.
Correct.
It is not, I've spent 4 years as VP and now that the president's retiring, it's mine.
Nope.
In the same way that it's not my great grandmother was that. No.
Nope.
Too bad, so sad.
Yeah.
Hey, if your great whatever was the great, prove to me you can hold it.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
And so so it's very easy to see how there's a similarity there, but you know, they did not sign on originally with the Camarilla. That was Ventrue territory. They created the Sabbat.
Yeah.
You know, they said, fuck
All
that
right.
shit.
All right. You want that? I'll make my own.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Instead of becoming a part of, they built their own thing. And that is also very, my understanding, Lasombra, which is we will not have masters.
Right. And now the difference in the modern night is that the Sabbat has become this sort of crusade, religious, Gehenna-based organization. And so the Lasombra, that's not them. It's not about an ideology. It's not about a crusade. It's about power, control, position, authority, all of that. And so a lot of them are leaving, and
Right.
they're now giving the Ventrue a run for their money. They're coming over to the Camarilla and they're saying, prove you can hold it, Mr. I was born to run this.
Prince of the City's just a title on your desk, and I can be sitting at that desk.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. And so they are joining the Camarilla, and they are, you know, moving into power positions within that structure. However, one of the points that was made was that you would also see a Lasombra as the king maker.
Yep.
You know,
Wag the dog.
they're the real, you know, the real power behind the throne type of situation.
Right, that are going to sit there and say, okay, two conflicting powers, this is how you're going to settle it. Almost that arbitrator on high.
Yeah, yeah. So you need to have a leader, I guess, in a party type of thing. I am the one who looks at it and goes, I would rather go Lasombra than Ventrue. I'm in this like
Ventrue or snobby dicks too.
Ventrue. Right.
And where the
Lasombra are like,
going to
earn
be
it.
like, okay, no, we're going left.
Yeah. Now
We're going left unless you can knock me out, and then we'll go right.
and that would be the one thing though, like within a coterie that you would have to recognize is the Lasombra is going to be ruthless about, you know, power plays and like
take
there's
that motherfucker out.
There's not going to be any concern for weakness. Like if you can't keep up, too bad, so sad, someone else will replace you.
Survivor VTM.
Yeah, right.
Janet's foot looks really bad. Yeah, fuck her. Let's go.
One of the things that I thought was really interesting about their clan lore is that a part of this ideology comes from the idea that their progenitor, whom nobody truly knows the name for, it's given as Lasombra, but they don't. That's more of a like that's the clan name, and they've tied it to him because they don't know the name.
Right.
That he was diablerized by one of his children, and that sort of shows their whole ideology.
Right. That
they weren't-
historical fact is bred into the blood of we will kill our own. We will move people out of the way.
If you aren't strong enough to hold it,
You're not going to.
it's not yours.
it's not yours.
Going all the way back to where
Yep.
it started. He couldn't hold it.
Right. Now, the fun in the modern knights is that there's some whisperings that they didn't really destroy him. And so now it really is fucking with their ideology. There are some who are having this like almost
Crisis of
faith. Even though it's not a religious
Right,
thing.
right.
This is where the Sabbat angle comes into it, and the whole Gehenna play is
Yes.
is this fucker just waiting to come back and kill us all?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. And so it really fucks with them with the idea that everything that we've built our entire society, our entire belief system on
Right.
may not be true.
If he walks around the corner tomorrow, everything that we said
We're
about us,
fucked.
Right.
Not only are we fucked, but like our entire, like you said, our identity.
Why did we do this then?
Right, right. And an interesting side bit to that mythology is one of their powers, like their greatest power,
Sure.
is their ability to manipulate the shadows. That's Lasombra is
That's
the shadow.
kinda cool, though.
You know, they're the shadow clan.
Sure.
And the idea behind their shadow magic is not that it's actual shadows, it's that they are pulling in the abyss. And the abyss is another dimension, another realm. It is
So they're grabbing shadows from somewhere else and bringing them here.
correct.
That's spookier.
They
So the
got friends on the other side.
Yes. So the fun part about that, connected with the mythos behind their progenitor, is that there is some idea that he ascended and he is a part of the abyss, and so that whenever they are using that power,
They're inviting him in.
it's him. It's and
Okay,
so again, talk
some
about like your
rank-ass
power,
paranoia, though.
right?
Yeah.
To use it,
Am I manifesting the one thing that could come back and destroy my entire?
Right.
Ooh.
Or am I a puppeteer? Am I a puppet when I really think that I'm not?
Right.
You know,
I think I'm using the power. Nope, the power's using you.
right. Right. There's just some really good,
Chronicle hooks galore. Now, I don't want to stop because this is all amazing, but lore deep, definitely. Talk about that player. Talk about them coming into, because you just discussed like a coterie leader, which I think Lasombra have all of the beautiful skills for, even if it might be a little bit of a poison pill in the bottle. What are you doing and looking for as that initial player that's going to draw you into Lasombra, and how are you approaching that?
Sure. I think if you want that intellectual power player, if you are looking for like I said, sort of that contrast to a Ventrue leader type of situation. If you want to be a person, a player who's going to be working the politics, working the strategy, taking charge, and not accepting weakness from your from your coterie members. Like if you're willing to sort of play that role, because you're not going to be sitting here like, I mean, not that VTM is a soft, cuddly world no matter what, but like you're not going to be propping somebody up. You're going to be like,
Nope.
keep the fuck up or get out.
Good job, Jim.
Right,
Come
right.
around the corner. No, Like if you're slowing us down, I'll kill you and I'll move forward.
And I mean, there could be a little bit of like maybe mentor-mentee type of thing, which you would see, from clan development idea, if they're raising someone into a position or different things like that. I mean, it's not that there's not
But
teaching.
they're constantly being tested.
But
They're
it's a constant
constantly
testing.
being-
It's a constant build you stronger. Okay, you fucking failed. What did you learn from that? Keep going.
winnowing down to the very best
that.
and then placing them.
Yeah. So I think if you want to be that kind of a power player, you could have a lot of fun with that. Their bane is that they are sort of, I love how VTM does this and splits it out through the clans, but they're that stereotypical aspect of vampirism where they are not visible in a reflection. And so if they're out in
That's problematic.
yeah,
That's really problematic with things today.
if they're
The
out,
amount of glass and screens.
Anyone
and then-
remember when they said the Camarilla wouldn't let them in?
right? And then add in that technology goes a little bit wonky around them.
Well, I mean, it'd be
cell
useful
phones
in
get
a couple of
staticky,
things,
or the
but-
computer, goes out.
So the guy who's not in the mirror just made your iPad freeze.
Right.
Fuck off.
So that is a distinct bane.
Okay.
That would have to be navigated if you
caught.
wanted to play that character. But I don't know. I think it could be I don't know. It could be very interesting to have to navigate our modern world with those
Problematic.
You've got a lot of powerful things, like their ability to manipulate the shadows is crazy.
Absolutely. And I'm sure that they're a presence-heavy clan as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, if somebody notices you not in a reflection, they are no longer listening to what the fuck you have to say.
I think you'd really have to be
Or you use it to your advantage.
in the realm of like not even caring, like, crap, they saw something, take them out.
Right,
Like it would just have to be.
I had a thought with this, and maybe we do this as an episode at one point in time, but I think that you've got, and there's more, but three kind of dominant clans for leadership in coterie going back to, Lasombra, the Ventrue, and the Bruja. All kind of work on that leadership sort of thing. I always thought that the power play off of the Bruja and the Ventrue was kind of neat because the Bruja's weakness is their rage and emotional. The Camarilla structure, sort of aristocratic, narrow view, is the weakness of the Ventrue. I love the Lasombra as a third leg on that sort of platform, which are we're going to keep the tension up.
Right.
We are always going to be.
We are not in the shadows. We are the shadows.
That's huge. But like this entire idea that they are now coming for power positions.
Right. Like the Ventrue need to step up their game if they want to maintain power.
And that's the huge weakness of the Ventrue, is they figured out how to deal with the Bruja enough, incorporate them. They have no idea how to deal with something which is going to constantly bring their fucking A game, never rely on family name, which is, it's a big thing. They've been the head of this corporation for 700 and
You want a fucking cookie?
Doesn't matter, dude. Get in the ring, or whatever
right.
it is.
What I also find interesting between the three clans that are really those leadership roles is how their banes, can impact, so like, yeah, you've got Bruja and Lasombra, who are both like sort of constantly like fighting for that leadership position. Whereas the Ventrue sort of have it handed to them. But, the Bruja sort of destroy themselves emotionally. The Lasombra are going to have a really hard time working through an executive office suite if none of the tech works around them.
Or you're in a boardroom in a high rise, and it's all reflective glass. Right. So, and I was just getting ready to say, and then you've got the Banes, and then the counterpoints from the other clans that exploit the Banes.
Right.
And I like that triumvirate is sort of a good basis to look at it.
Heads of power. I like that.
Yes.
There we go. And I'm sure that there's more in that. That does not mean that other clans can't do leadership positions, but that thing sort of caught my eye. What else on Lasombra as we move forward?
Well, I wanted to talk before I jump on that.
Oh, sure.
To what you were saying about those three things, because what I find very interesting, especially as we dig more into all of the different clans, but this one in particular, what would hit me is the world building opportunity for, playing that going against each other, having people at the table of those different clans, or having the mission of the coterie to, you're a Lasombra, whatever, and your whole like storyline that you're going at is you're taking over for the Prince of London,
and
or whatever it might be.
How you do that? Maybe you position your lieutenants to run against a councilman. Wherever you find points of power within that Ventrue or Camarilla society, you just start interjecting agents.
Right.
It can be, I'm thinking the Lasombra can be fucking insidious.
Right. Or like Bruja coming in and just like physically taking it, or I don't know. I could see these really fun, long playing power struggle games.
A mayor who's up for re-election and the docks keep getting destroyed by hooligans, and here comes another candidate, the Lasombra, who steps in
Maybe
with...
we should back that horse.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it does. It leaves a lot to have those power players either play with or against each other in there. I think those were both very interesting clans. I think that spread of corruption ministry is almost what we're seeing from a political standpoint with the Lasombra, that bleed in and corrupt and to take.
And that's where I'm like sitting here, my brain is just going, and I'm like, all right, I want to be like the Lasombra who's got someone from the ministry that I can be like, all right, go like corrupt their fucking systems, and then like pull in
I need a street preacher right now.
Army, and like I'm like, oh, this could be fun,
right? And the Ventrue up in their ivory towers, better watch
Lasombra
out.
can use a ministry for whisper campaign,
right?
And you've got so much there. That's just really incredible stuff. We're going to keep going on this, and I'll tease a little bit, and we'll talk about it in another episode upcoming, or maybe we've already discussed it because I don't know when this is going out. But there's content coming for this game, and World of Darkness is back in play. We will get into it a little bit and discuss it. But in the meantime, we will find some more clans because you guys are digging these episodes and we're digging making them for you. Anything else on Lasombra or Ministry before we tell them bye for the week, guys?
I'm just going to throw out there, and this isn't just Lasombra, but VTM used to have just that very small group of core clans.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people tend to navigate towards that because there's a lot of information. It's in the books, easily accessible.
Don't be scared.
Branch out into some of these more obscure clans because they're really cool.
And I will say this is that they one of their downfalls as a company is they printed everything. They have books for all of these. I mean, even if they're small module stuff, that's why I'm kind of interested to see who's making the cut and what's making things, what's going to be important with this new release, because there was just so much stuff printed. But yeah, you don't have to stay at home like I tend to do with my characters in VTM because I love them that way. The Lasombra, the Ministry, Banu Hakim, those just more rich background sorts of characters. Guys, thanks so much for bringing your clans to the table today. We will speak to you soon here on Finding a Toria. Remember, you can talk to us. Please talk to us.
At us.
This episode will be on the Word Leaf Media YouTube page. You can leave a comment there. You can speak to us on all of our social medias. And you can go to www.wordleafmedia.com/findingatoria. Find this episode there and also the button to support our Patreon. We appreciate you. Guys, tell them bye.
Bye.
Bye. This episode of Finding a Toria is brought to you by Word Leaf Media. Find us at wordleafmedia.com/findingatoria if you or anyone you know has stories or other good things to say about TTRPGs. Get a hold of us. You can find us on all the social medias.
This episode of Finding a Toria is brought to you by Word Leaf Media. Are you interested in sharing stories of your favorite TTRPG experiences? If so, reach out at www.wordleafmedia.com/contact us on our socials, or you can now leave a comment on your favorite Finding a Toria episode at our Word Leaf Media YouTube channel.